Hey, how's it going? This is Jack Erickson from Drama 16 in Sean O'Neill's class. I'm going to start by saying I was real unsure of who I wanted to conduct my research on, and I took some time to think about it, and I finally dove into the situation and realized I had a friend of my very own in Alec Ortega. I've known Alec for a long time, dating all the way back to when we were in middle school at Adams Middle School here in Brentwood, California. We shared classes together all the way up until we graduated from Heritage High in 2018. Alec has always been a real artsy, free-spirited, fun-loving guy, just someone you really want to be around. He's a great guy. And he's had an evident passion for theater ever since we were in 6th grade when I first met him. And that doesn't seem to be dying down because Alec's at it every day and he's willing to grind and do what it takes to be the best, which is really awesome. The first question I went ahead and asked Alec was, how long has he been into theater for? And Alec was unsure answering the question, but he said, if he had to guess, just over 8 years. And I asked him who he works with, if it's an independent group or what he's up to. And he works with Poison Apple Productions out of Walnut Creek. And he also does some independent theater groups with just friends or other mentors he's met through his journey. And over at Poison Apple Productions, they produce 20 different productions each year, and they are often performing in Walnut Creek. His group prides on more than just putting out great productions. Their goal is to provide an opportunity for young teenagers and children to express themselves in ways they couldn't have before. You know, when you go to middle school or whatever and you participate in the play, sometimes there's the douchebag bullying you or whatever because you're a dork or whatever. But so kids get scared or whatever, and this is an opportunity for people to come together with the same interests and attack this opportunity. It's pretty cool. So his group offers workshops and auditions for young aspiring performers and actors. I asked Alec about his individualistic experience and what it's like, not for just him, but another individual over at Poison Apple Productions. And he says the group is nothing but welcoming, and they're just very open to whatever you have to offer, whether it's your personality, your sex, your gender, whatever you're interested in. And they almost come across as a second family, sometimes even a first family. They're really tight, he says. Acting and performing is a vulnerable opportunity, so it helps to have friends there to have your back and keep you up at times, you know. Alec has known since he began acting at a young age. This is what he wants to do for the rest of his life. His goal is to eventually perform on Broadway or even make it in a film that we go see in a theater, which would be pretty cool to say, I know Alec. And even that I did a project on him, that'd be amazing. I asked Alec if he's encountered any real conflicts along the way, and he said nothing serious, like there's been no like trauma or no like nothing crazy. But he said, you know, he gets the typical stage fright, and that just comes with building up confidence and being able to perform in an audience. It's definitely a taunting challenge, and I can see why. And it's kind of parallel to my baseball career, you know, when I go out there and there's 100 fans watching and there's things on the line, it builds a lot of pressure. I'm sure Alec doesn't want to let his group down and his peers down. It's kind of the same for me. I don't want to let my teammates down. Alec's friends and mentors have helped him overcome that seriously, though, he says. It's not like, oh, he's just saying it, but it really means something to him, and it really does a lot. He's really gotten over this fear lately, but from time to time it rolls back around, and he may panic here and there, but he usually regroups and finds a way to get his job done, which is great, and I think that just comes along with learning more and more every time you go out there and perform. I asked Alec what's his goal for the future of theater, and his goal is to eliminate to eliminate stereotypes within theater, and to get rid of the idea that people like actors and performers and people in plays are goofy, which I bought into the stereotype to begin with. I can't lie, but I think they're definitely talented, and it takes a lot of courage and a lot of will to go out there and do something like this. And I know it's not easy. It's not a hobby. It's something you got to definitely dig into, and it's almost a job. In middle school, I decided to participate and sign up in a play, and I landed a job with the stage crew. Obviously, well, not obviously, but I didn't make the performers list, which was fine. I wasn't carried away or anything, but I'm kind of glad because I didn't have to experience the stage fright. Then Alex Fitness quote came from him, and he says, "We're not weird, we're just talented." And he really expresses that in the way he steps on stage, and he likes to express himself, which is great. The support Alec has had from his mentors at a young age is similar to the great coaching and parental support I had at a young age when I was playing baseball, and I continue to still play baseball, Los Medanos. My goal is to continue to play for as long as I can, similar to Alec. He wants to stay in the theater production for a long time, and like he said, eventually make a movie or be on Broadway, which would be amazing. It's hard to say, like, what impact this has had on Alec, but I can only imagine the way my baseball career has had an impact on me. I'm sure it's done the same for Alec, and the appreciation should be the same for performers and actors as it is for athletes. And I think as a society we should do a better job of appreciating what they do, and I have a lot of respect for Alec and other actors around the area. Thank you.